Have you ever felt like there's something more inside you? A voice whispering that you're not like the others, that there's a greater purpose waiting for you. Maybe you've ignored these signs, attributing them to imagination or exhaustion. But what if I told you these thoughts aren't accidental? What if you're being called to something far greater than you can imagine? Spiritual awakening isn't what they told you. It's not just about meditation, inner peace, or finding happiness. It's about a hidden truth, reserved only for those who are ready to listen, those who have been chosen. And yes, you're here because, on some level, you know you're part of this group. If you're hearing this and feel something different, a chill, a deep recognition, as if these words are being remembered rather than learned, then you already know. This is no coincidence. You were drawn to this video for a reason. Awakening doesn't begin with light and answers. It begins with discomfort, a restlessness that can no longer be ignored. And now, the choice is yours. Close this video and return to the world that no longer fulfills you. Or move forward and discover what no one else has dared to tell you. Comment below. Which of these truths resonated with you most deeply? And if you feel this content reached you at the exact right moment, share it, because there are others like you seeking the same answers, and the universe is bringing them together, one by one. The first thing no one tells you is that awakening is not a choice. You don't decide to wake up. You are called. And when that call comes, there's no turning back. The things that once made sense now feel empty. The people you loved now seem distant, as if they're asleep while you're awake. And it will hurt. You'll feel alone, misunderstood, as if you're living in a parallel world. But know this, that isolation is necessary. Because awakening isn't about becoming better than others. It's about remembering who you truly are. And the truth is, you were never just an ordinary human. You are a cosmic being, a divine spark trapped in an earthly experience. And now, the veil is lifting. The second hidden truth. Spiritual awakening isn't linear. It's a spiral of ascension and descent. Have you ever woken up one morning feeling invincible, as if you'd finally understood all the mysteries of the universe, only to plunge into a void so intense hours later that you questioned whether it was all an illusion? This is no accident. It's not a mistake in your journey. This is exactly how true spiritual awakening works. The second great truth no one tells you is that awakening isn't a ladder you climb step by step toward constant enlightenment. It's a chaotic spiral full of advances and setbacks, flashes of wisdom and dark nights of the soul. And as frustrating as this is, it's how real transformation happens. Why is the process so unstable? Because you're not just learning new things, you're shattering and rebuilding yourself at deep levels. Every layer of conditioning, every buried belief, every unresolved trauma must surface to be dissolved. And it hurts. Some days you'll feel a divine connection so strong that answers will come before the questions. The next day, you may wake up feeling heavy, as if all the light has disappeared. There will be moments when you swear you've finally understood everything, only to realize weeks later that you've barely scratched the surface. This doesn't mean you're regressing. It means your system is expanding, and all expansion requires an adjustment period. The three biggest lies about linear awakening. Enlightenment is a permanent state. Lieutenant. Even the greatest masters face tests, moments of doubt. The difference is, they don't resist the darkness. They know it's just another phase. If you feel fear or confusion again, you've failed. Another lie. Fear resurges because new doors are opening, and the ego fights to maintain control. Confusion is a sign that old certainties are crumbling, and that's good. There's a happy ending where everything makes sense. There isn't. Awakening is an infinite process. The more you know, the more you realize how much you don't know. And that humility is exactly what keeps you open to true wisdom. The secret behind the falls. Every time you think you've lost progress, you're actually being prepared for a quantum leap. It's like an athlete who, before breaking a record, goes through a period of exhaustion. The body is adapting to a new level. Your relapses into old patterns, they're final tests to see if you've truly transcended or just pretended. Your moments of extreme loneliness, they're initiations, teaching you to find God within, not in external people or places. Your doubts, they're the universe asking, do you truly believe what you claim to know, or are you just repeating what you've heard? How to survive the non-linearity. Stop comparing your journey to others. Some have long phases of light, others spend years in the astral hell. No path is superior. Embrace unpredictability. The less you resist the highs and lows, the less you'll suffer. Record your insights. On clear days, write down what you've learned. On dark days, reread them and remember, darkness is also a teacher. The only thing that never changes. Amid all this chaos, there's one constant. You are being guided. Every step back, every crisis, every night without answers. It's all meticulously orchestrated, so that when you finally accept the journey as it is, you'll discover that the path was the destination all along. And then, when you least expect it, something will happen. You'll look back and realize those moments of falling were actually the most important steps. Because true awakening isn't about reaching the top. It's about learning to dance in the spiral. Now take a deep breath, because the next truth will challenge everything you think you know about your place in the universe. The third truth is the most disturbing. Not everyone is destined to wake up. There are those who will spend their entire lives on autopilot, following rules they don't question, living lives that aren't theirs. And you can't save them. You can't force anyone to see what you see. This is one of the most painful lessons. You'll want to wake your loved ones, open their eyes to the truth. But awakening is an individual journey. Everyone has their own timing. Now the fourth truth. Awakening will challenge everything you believed was real. Your beliefs, your values, even your memories may be questioned. Because true spirituality isn't about dogmas or organized religions. It's about direct connection with the divine, with the source of all things. And that can be frightening. Because when you realize that God, the universe, the creative energy, whatever you call it, is within you, there's no more blaming the world for your problems. You become responsible for everything. For your reality, your thoughts, your creations. And this leads us to the fifth truth, the power of manifestation. Have you noticed that since you began awakening, your thoughts materialize faster? Things you imagine, good or bad, happen at a terrifying speed. This isn't luck. It's proof that you're tuned into the frequency of creation. You're remembering how to shape reality. But beware, the mind is a powerful tool, and if you feed fears, they too will manifest. The sixth truth is that awakening comes with trials. Tests that will challenge your faith, your patience, your resilience. There will be moments when you'll want to give up, return to ignorance, because the pain of knowledge can be unbearable. But you can't. Because once you've seen, you can no longer pretend you haven't. And finally, the seventh truth, the most sacred of all. You are never alone. It may seem like it, especially in the darkest moments. But there are guides, ancestors, beings of light always around you, whispering in your ear, guiding your steps. They won't interfere directly, because free will is sacred. But if you quiet your mind and listen to your intuition, you'll realize the answers were always within you. So if you're hearing this and feel these words resonate in your soul, know it's no accident. You were chosen. Awakening isn't easy, it isn't glamorous, and it's certainly not what's being sold out there. But it's the most important journey you'll ever take. Because in the end, when all the layers are stripped away, what remains is the purest truth. You are, always have been, and always will be divine. And now, the choice is yours. Ignore this call and return to the comfort of illusion, or embrace the unknown and discover the infinity within you. The decision, as always, is yours alone.